Or you feel lost?
예, 지민입니다.
Hi, I'm Jimin.
아, 예, hi, I'm Jimin. 그 정도는 할 수 있다고요? 네.
I can do that.
다 쌌다.
난 반응 안 했지.
아, 이쪽은 안 물어봤었지.
나너 장발 잘하는데?
아, 그래요?
응.
아, 뭔가 한번 변화를 해보고 싶으니까.
나는 아빠가 장발을 되게 좋아했어. 그래.
나는 항상
유일한 지지자, 나 엄마.
항상
예, 지민입니다.
Hi, I'm Jimin.
아, 예, hi, I'm Jimin. 그 정도는 할 수 있다고요? 네.
I can do that.
Jimin. He's going viral everywhere. And Jimin with Jungkook. Although they don't have many moments together on stage, we don't really know the reason, because these two are so close. And the moment they do come together on stage, a viral scene is instantly born, though it leaves fans wondering, why aren't they interacting more? Jimin, the pure soul. Now, let's talk about what's really been taking over the internet lately. Jimin's phenomenal presence during the current world tour. 3 major stops so far. Tokyo, and Tampa. 3 completely different crowds, 3 different energies, and yet one constant across all of them. Jimin going absolutely viral at every single show. There's something different this time, something bold, something unapologetic, something that feels entirely his own. And yes, we're talking about that long blonde hair. The moment he stepped on stage in Goyang, fans knew something had changed. It was just a hairstyle. It was a statement. Flowing, striking, and impossible to ignore. The cameras loved it, the lights amplified it, and the audience completely mesmerized. Every move he made, every turn of his head, every strand catching the spotlight, it all became instantly iconic. People weren't just watching the performance, they were experiencing a moment that felt new, refreshing, and unforgettable. Then came Tokyo. A completely different atmosphere, yet the same result. Did Tet just perform? He owned the stage. His presence felt larger, freer, more expressive. The long blonde hair moved with him like it was part of the choreography itself, almost like an extension of his emotions. When he turned, it followed. When he danced, it flowed. It added drama, elegance, and a certain softness that only enhanced his already mesmerizing performance style. And once again, social media exploded. Clips, edits, slow-motion fan cams, everywhere you looked, it was Jimin. Not just trending, but dominating conversations. And just when people thought it could get any bigger, Tampa happened. Tampa was on another level. The energy, the crowd, the confidence, everything aligned perfectly. Jimin was just performing. He was commanding attention without even trying. His aura was magnetic, pulling everyone in. There's a certain kind of performer who does need to demand the spotlight because the spotlight naturally finds them. And that's exactly what Jimin embodied. And yes, once again, he went viral. Not just for his visuals, not just for his dancing, but for the way he carried himself, the way he embraced his choices without hesitation, without doubt. But here's the part that makes this story even more powerful. That long blonde hair? It was an easy decision. There was opposition. There were doubts. People around him weren't fully on board with the idea. It was the safe choice. It was what was expected. In an industry where image is often carefully curated and controlled, stepping outside the norm can feel risky. Jimin chose to go for it anyway, and when asked about it, he said something incredibly honest. His only supporter in this decision was his mother. Just think about that for a second. In a world full of noise, opinions, expectations, and pressure, he held on to something simple and genuine: belief. Not widespread approval, not validation from everyone, just one person who trusted him, and his own inner voice. That takes courage. That takes confidence. And maybe most importantly, that takes authenticity. And what's even more beautiful is how that decision turned out. Not a single sound check went unnoticed. Not a single concert passed quietly. Every appearance became a moment. Every stage became a headline. Every performance turned into something people wanted to replay again and again. Fans weren't just reacting. They were celebrating him, analyzing every detail, appreciating every second. That's not luck. That's not coincidence. That's what happens when someone dares to be themselves fully and unapologetically. Jimin just changed his hairstyle. He stepped into a version of himself that felt real to him. And people connected with that instantly because authenticity is powerful. It doesn't need explanation. It doesn't need approval. It simply exists and people feel it. And you can see it in the way he performs now. There's a new layer of confidence, a quiet assurance. He's not trying to prove anything. He's just expressing himself. Every movement, every expression, every glance even more impactful. Even the smallest moments, like a simple head tilt, a soft smile, or the way he brushes his hair back, become viral clips. Because people aren't just watching Jimin the idol. They were witnessing Jimin the artist, the individual, the person who made a choice and stood by it. And maybe that's the biggest takeaway from all of this. Sometimes the things we hesitate to do, the choices we second guess, the risks we are afraid to take, things that can define us. Fear will always be there. Doubt will always exist. People will always have opinions. But at the end of the day, the only way to truly know what works for you is to try. Jimin took that risk. He trusted himself. And now he's setting trends, breaking expectations, and reminding everyone why he's one of the most captivating performers on stage today. From Goyang to Tokyo to Tampa, one thing is clear. Jimin is just performing in this world tour. He's evolving in real time, right in front of millions of eyes. And the most inspiring part, he didn't wait for permission to do it. He didn't wait for everyone to agree. He simply chose himself. And in doing that, he just go viral. He created a moment, a message, and a reminder that being true to yourself will always stand out more than playing it safe. And honestly, this might just be one of his most iconic, most unforgettable eras yet.
자, 저희가 이제 지금부터 미친 듯이 놀 건데 여러분들이 이제부터 즐겨주시면 더 재밌는 무대가 될 것 같습니다. 준비되셨죠? Okay, let's go!